Well, good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream. I'm going to do your December the 7th spiritual principle a day in a meditation. The title of the meditation, Keeping Our Minds Open to Learning. Staying open-minded and teachable about our basic principles allows our understanding to deepen and mature. That comes from the Guiding Principles book, introduction in this book. Many of us go through a phase in early recovery in which we experience what some call Peter Pan syndrome. Like the fictional character who refuses to grow up, some of us set out to have the happy childhood that addiction stole from us. Making up for lost time may be a natural response to the new freedom we enjoy. The laughter and fun we share with other members is a big part of what keeps us coming back at any stage of recovery. But like so many things, we can take Peter's approach too far, refusing to act responsibly or to mature in our recovery. As we accumulate both age and clean time, it can be a shock to realize that new members have us in mind when they refer to our predecessors. A member shared, I stick by my definition of old timer as anyone who's clean at least 5 years longer than me. At some point, I noticed that I fit that description for others and that they looked to me for mentorship. I felt the need to know more and do better. So I started a tradition study to help me live up to the predecessor label. Also, like Peter Pan, some of us might resist the ideal of maturing, or we may reject the ideal of pursuing a deeper understanding of our principles because we think it sounds, well, dull. Either stance might be an excuse for a closed mindset. Likewise, this is the way we've always done it. Doesn't exactly invite discussion or allow for the exploration of varying perspectives. Remaining teachable and open-minded, on the other hand, allows us to consider different perspectives through reading, discussion, and contemplation. With our minds open to learning more about our guiding principles, we often find new applications in our lives, in and out of NA, as well as for our groups and in service. A member shared, before I really understand them, I viewed the traditions as a rigid set of rules. I didn't grasp that by protecting us from our worst impulses, they create the conditions for creativity and freedom in service to NA. I will remain teachable, keeping my mind open to understanding our traditions on a deeper level. As I mature in recovery, I will consider my responsibility to mentor others. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Now, isn't that a powerful meditation talking about keeping our minds open to learning? Are you considered an old timer? Do other people look to you, even if you're not? Or do other people look to you for mentorship in the fellowship of Narcotics Anonymous? And if that's the case, they may have projected this ideal of being an old timer onto you. Are you able to live up to that expectation? Is it unrealistic? Or is it realistic to think that, I've been clean for 10 years? Someone probably would think that I would know something about this fellowship, seeing how I keep coming back and I'm always talking about having a sponsor. And yeah, it's possible that they may be looking, and that is realistic, but maybe it's not. Maybe you haven't had a sponsor. Maybe you haven't written the steps. Maybe you don't feel adequate enough for that responsibility. But can you change it? Absolutely. And I hope that you will, because you know what? As I said today in the meeting that I was hosting, there's always room for people to come along and do service work. If you see something and you don't like it, jump right in, because help is needed. And so I would say to you today to take this meditation, remain teachable, and see, right? what level you're able to bring service to Narcotics Anonymous. Are you able to help the newcomer learn more about this program? I think you probably are, and I think you probably will. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you. I hope that you will have a beautiful day on purpose.